So this Woodwork on Wheels concept really came about because I wanted to be able to take this opportunity of building and creating to kids wherever they are. I mean, kids learn through all different avenues and they gain their confidence from different things. Sometimes it's the academic classroom, sometimes it's sports or music, but building and creating things, there's almost nothing I've seen resonate more consistently with kids.
This is absolutely one of the best things that could be brought into an inner city school. So our kids are not playing in the woods as much. They don't get this visceral experience of being around these tools that have been around for generations and generations. And the big thing for me about it is creation. So our kids are sitting in classrooms all the time where they're recreating material. They're spelling words that already have been spelled. They're doing math problems that have already been solved. They're reading books that have already been read. But when we get into a situation where someone's building something, then they become the creator.
You know, I'm not trying to train kids to become carpenters or woodworkers, but to work with a kid, watch their excitement emerge when they're building something, to hear that I've never made anything before, or look what I made. It brings them joy, it brings me joy, and though they may never be a woodworker or carpenter, they will have gained important life skills like attention to detail, the ability to follow direction, commitment to something, and just for themselves, gaining that kind of a confidence.
Mr. Scott is great. He has a lot of patience with the children, especially with children who again, have never had any experiences like this or with these kinds of tools. But he has a great deal of patience, and the kids actually love them, and he's nice and calming for them, which is what they need.
When you have a program like Scott's that comes in, he owns the content, and this is his passion, and that passion comes across to the kids.
Just having the opportunity to use that drill or use that hammer, they were so excited that they did it and actually got their nail all the way into the wood. They loved it. They loved it. And they got a chance to paint, of course, and they got a chance to just do all kinds of things they wouldn't do at home.
So Scott spent decades in the prestigious Friends School in Baltimore, Maryland, cultivating and honing these ideals, understanding how to work with schools, understanding how to work with parents and communities. And that's very telling in his approach to working with schools now with his woodworking project. The ease in which the communication happens, the ease in which we can set up the workshops, all the logistics, you can tell that that's coming from an administrative perspective, whereas actually the content delivery, you can tell, is coming from Scott's pedagogical side.
I think the most impressive thing is that the kids actually grasp what they were learning. So they learned how to use a saw. They actually learned how to use the hammer and the drill, electric drill, and it's something that they wouldn't get an opportunity to do.
A few things I'd like to say about the teaching styles. One is that it's extremely patient and extremely safe teaching that's going on. Obviously, you need to bring safety to an activity that has saws and nails and hammers involved with it. But there's a nurturing that comes from his approach. One example of this would be that we started working at Orchids with 4- and 5-year-olds, and nobody thought that we were going to be able to do this, and these kids were going to be able to build wooden boxes or birdhouses and things like that. But with his patience, these kids were able to step up to the challenge.
The kids loved it. They still talk about it. They would love to still come to Woodworking with Mr. Scott. So it's just been an all-around great experience for them.